Yo, what it do, YouTube? Sage Joaq. Welcome back to another React video. In the last couple of videos, we reacted to a bunch of One Piece media stuff and a couple of interviews that were filmed before March 10th when One Piece came out. Today is March 15th. I missed it. I got sick, and then I've been busy, and I haven't even edited those videos, so, but since then, since One Piece dropped, they've been on a media tour. We have tons of new content to check out and some behind the scenes and some interviews, and I'm going to try to grind through as many of this as I can. This might end up being multiple videos, multiple parts, so make sure to hit the subscribe button. Excuse me. Hit that subscribe button, check out the YouTube, check out the Twitch, Sage Joaq on both, and obviously shout out to Taz Skylar, Lone Lobos, and Call It Her Ladies Nights for their interviews that they got and that they hosted and that we will be reacting to. Same with Otaku and Black Tree from the last video. Okay. Whew. One last thing before we jump into One Piece. Sun Pirate, baby. I was with my grandma yesterday, and they had air spray tattoos, and I saw the sun, and I said, yo, let me tap in. But I won't be wearing the Sun Pirate hat today. You know what? Maybe I low-key should. Nah, it don't matter. I want to reiterate that I have not seen One Piece Season 2 yet, and I won't be seeing One Piece Season 2 until after I've seen all of these behind-the-scenes and spoiler-free interviews and stuff. Not only because I'm rewatching Fallout Season 2 with my dad right now, so we're not there yet, we're not ready for the new show, but also because, I don't know, this just adds a level of appreciation, and I'm just hyped. I'm hyped. One thing at a time. It just feels better for me. Anyways, Shout out Entertainment Weekly inside One Piece Season 2 set tour with Luffy, Nami, Usopp, and more.
We can talk about spoilers now at this point, right?
All the things the director had said.
Wait! But this is the set tour. If there's spoilers, I can. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. We do what we gotta do, and if they really say that there's spoilers, I will have to just cover my eyes, like.
Could go wrong, went wrong, and I just go, bam.
That feels offensive.
These are real plants. This is a real. No, I'm just kidding. That's not real.
That is so cool.
Season 2.
Oh, did you see that set that up? Wow. Okay, here we go. No, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Welcome, everybody.
The set tour is my favorite part. What I've loved about the One Piece Season 1 in general, but just this whole thing is they really are pirates on a boat. Like, he's really on a boat for real. Like, they get this thing on the water. Like, they're sailing in the sea to film this. Like, that's kind of cool. Even if it's not completely, actually, we do a little VFX in the background. But it's so practical in a way that it just adds so many layers of wonder to the series. Even like the hair, from what I've seen of Mr. 3 and stuff like that. They really did his hair, and I saw on Twitter the coat hanger guy is in it or something. And so, I don't know, I love their, not just attention to detail, but they really did try to make this live action.
It's me, actor,
oh my
rapper,
god, the glasses.
and captain of the Straw Hat Pirates.
You say rapper?
Iñaki Godoy. Welcome to the ship. This is the Going Mary. And look at that. That is Mary.
Wait.
Welcome to the
Has she run aground? This is so crazy, dude. Imagine how much time it takes to move this around to actually get it onto certain sets, because I remember last season, like, this is a real functional boat. Like, they've placed this in the water before, so I'm sure it's just movable, and they occasionally have to, like, wow.
ship. This is the Going Mary. And look at that. That is Mary, the figurehead. And also, my personal favorite spot. Okay, you don't get too close. No one gets to be on this seat except me and my stunt double. And maybe some other people from production every now and then. Anyways, okay. Come on, everybody. Come on down the stairs. Careful. You don't want to slip.
I
We've
love
had
his
that
shirt.
happen in the past before. I'm talking about you, Taz. This crew has a thing for barrels in particular. I don't know if you remember that very special scene. Big barrel right here. We all put our legs on top of the barrel, and then we say our dreams. I'm gonna be a brave warrior of the sea. I'm gonna find the old blue. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. It happened right here. This is the spot. Okay, do a close-up here. This is where it
Wow,
happened. Let's keep
that's
going.
pretty
Let's
good.
go upstairs now. We got some
Yo, he's great at this set tour. He's locked in. He's efficient too. The glasses, like he's busy.
icicles right here. I wonder where they came from. Probably a very cold place, or maybe we're gonna find some reindeers. Maybe I'm just saying.
Not so
Potentially,
hype.
it's kind of hard sometimes to film here in the Go and Mary, especially at night because it does get very chilly, and it doesn't help that
I can imagine it's just a wooden boat. Like they don't have any. I would imagine they don't have very many ways of air conditioning or heating or
He's
whatever.
always wearing a vest and
Oh,
shorts.
yeah.
Follow me.
Hikey.
Para mis amigos que hablan español allá en Entertainment Weekly, ¿cómo están? Les mando muchos saludos, aquí dando el tour. Y Matt Owens, showrunner of the One Piece live action.
My God. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, season 2, that's a hype shirt. Which chapter is he reading? Can we zoom and enhance? I can't tell.
Kiki, what are you doing here?
I'm doing a tour for the Entertainment Weekly family. What are you doing here, man?
Just trying to grab 5 minutes apiece to myself.
Too bad, man, because you're joining us in the set tour. Come on, Matt.
Yes! I've always wanted to hear more from him. I've loved everything I've seen. He was in a couple of things that we reacted to in the first video we've done on season 2, and I'm locked in. I need to hear more.
All right.
Come on, let's go. Come on here, guys. This is the ship's steering wheel. You cannot move it right now, but sometimes you can. Yeah.
Oh,
You
the
go,
rudder,
woo,
that's
woo,
right.
woo, woo, woo.
All right, Kiki. So I've got somewhere that I want to show Entertainment Weekly.
Now what you're thinking, like, that's not a wheel, like.
My favorite scene that we shot this season
Yeah.
was singing to Laboon. And turns out that right now, we are inside Laboon. I didn't get to film in this set, so it's really cool that
This is not spoilers to me because I read the manga, and I haven't seen it yet, so it's not like they're showing me anything, you know? Okay, they're showing me everything. I'm different!
I get to like walk in it right now because I haven't been inside.
Dude! What? Oh my God, they have a whole other boat here as just part of the...
Laboon many times. So it's really cool. I mean, look at all this. Look at all this
Wow!
wrecked ships.
Yuck! Oh my
All the little details and
goodness.
stuff. And of course, like, they had to film
God.
Laboon at night because, you know, they're gonna like VFX
Yeah,
like
real.
the giant, like, you know, body inside and everything. It must have been cold for my fellow cast members to film inside here for
Yeah.
sure.
So since you weren't really in here being swallowed by Laboon, a lot of your story in this episode is with Crocus, played
Yeah.
by Clive Russell. So like, what was that like, being in the lighthouse? And...
He was amazing. He's a great guy, and we had some really sweet scenes. Clive, if you're watching this video, I miss you, man. Whoa!
Wow. Shout out the goat.
Whoa! It kind of looks like an alien
Wait.
planet. Whoa!
Are these like armor pieces or cannonballs or something? Oh my gosh, I want to say they look like dinosaur claws. I don't even know.
Whoa! It kind of looks like an alien planet, but it's actually
Yuck.
inside of a whale. Whoa! There's a dead guy right here. Oh my God! I think
That's
this buddy right here
hype.
has been having a little bit of a tough time during the season. Am I right or am I right, eh? Huh? Champ?
I'm gonna take you to a very special place. Oh, I'm definitely going the opposite way on the road, huh? Sorry. For season 1, we were here for 9 months. And for season 2, 7 months. It is quite a long time.
9 months it took to film the first one and 7 months. That's pretty efficient. Hold on.
months.
Did I get that right?
Hey, on the road, huh? Sorry. For season 1, we were here for 9 months. And for season 2, 7 months.
Wow, yeah, that's right. Here in Cape Cod, right?
It is quite a long time.
No, I'm stupid. It's not. I don't remember. I'm so bad. I even just.
Here, I love it, but I also miss my bed at home.
Real.
I miss the food in Japan.
That's why I'm a
So I'm
homebody.
so ready to go home.
Oh God.
This set is actually where Oda came to visit when he was here. Welcome, this is Loguetown. This is where
Wow. That looks so good.
we start season
God,
2.
what a set. Oh my God, it's expansive.
Look at that.
Dude. Oh my God. Don't be childish, bro. Don't be childish. Wow.
Zoro needs 2 swords, because the old one's Mihawk shattered. Here we are, Ippomatsu, the sword shop in Loguetown. Let's take a look.
It really is inside the town too. Like that's so cool.
And this is where I was standing when I tested my luck
Spoilers.
against
I'm not looking.
the cursed sword. So the one I had is the white one, Wado Ichimonji.
Yeah.
And these two, Sendai Kitetsu and Yubashiri, was gifted to me. Gifted. Zoro tests his luck
I'm gonna skip it if they try to show
this
me.
very cursed sword. It's a little
Okay.
iconic
Ooh,
scene.
I'm sorry. I
His
was too
luck
jumpy. I was too
against
jumpy.
This very cursed sword. It's a very iconic scene. Very iconic scene. I remember watching that scene when I was little. I actually don't even remember, but I had to watch it over to remind myself.
Don't play with
Knives,
me.
Axe. I have no idea what that is.
Let me see it though.
It's like a gun and an axe combined.
Oh shit. That's kind of different. Yo, I like this though. Wow, because it is a kind of long sawed off barrel to begin with. It reminds me of one of those the musket with the stab at the end, the little blade. But handheld variant, like that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
On
Is this a
God.
quadruple, double barrel? This is not even a double barrel gun. What do you call this?
The quad.
Quadruple.
The
Times four.
quad.
It's pretty heavy.
Damn.
Well, mine's the best.
it must have been a lot of fun to make.
Take off your shoes. Don't crunch anything. So obviously, shooting with the giants, they had to make everything to scale because they wanted to use as much.
Gosh, I can't believe they
practical
really
set
did
as they
all that.
can. So here's a barrel. You can see the size here. Fits
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's all occurring to me what we're standing in. That is so cool.
pretty good in your hand. And a cannon from a ship. This is what I'm most excited about. Is getting to have dinosaurs this season. What? Usopp learns a lot from the giants. I think most importantly for him is aspiring to live with honor and integrity. Super important.
Wow, Usopp Glaze. We need no slander here. Leave him alone. I'm skipping if it.
On the walls,
Okay, yeah.
all these
what I had to.
marks for every day of battle that the giants had against each other.
That's so
Now,
cool.
Let me show you the big set. Hello. Anybody there?
I still can't believe they can fit
So
these
this is
sets
an
inside.
exact
Damn! This is huge, and this is inside another warehouse.
Of the little cave that we were
We're inside right now.
just in, built to scale to give you
Wow.
an idea
Wow.
of the size of the giants. This was like a puppy dog for them. I think one of the
That is so cool.
challenging things working with the giants was we were acting to a balloon. But Brendan and Warner are so fantastic. And for me, obviously, Usopp gets really close with Brogy. They have such a good time together. And Brendan's an amazing actor. So even though I wasn't able to look eye to eye with him, working with him was amazing. Little Garden is like essential to Usopp's character development.
Hype. That's
Meeting the
correct.
giants is the first time that he really gets a representation of what he's trying to become, a brave warrior. And Brogy and Dory are the bravest warriors in Elbaf.
Yeah.
And what starts off as him being super terrified because he thinks he's gonna be eaten, which is not
Valid.
funny and
It's
cool.
not.
Very
No,
serious.
it could have
But they end
happened.
up being friends. I don't think any of these bones are mine specifically, but one of the most special elements on the show is the set design.
Oh,
These
God.
are real plants. This is a real
Okay. You're so funny. Oh my God. Don't play with me, Usopp.
real. No, I'm just kidding. That's not real. But it's beautiful. And to have it be practical is really something special. Thank you guys for coming and checking out the giant cave. I'm a little hungry. Taz!
Me too.
Oh, Taz! Hey, buddy.
Excuse me.
Can I get some food?
Yeah, come in.
I'm extremely nervous. Right
Come
now.
in, come in.
Okay, well, you're not under the bed.
No, the stairs are dangerous.
He's
All right, which
right.
one are we
He's
going to the
right.
galley?
The stairs are dangerous.
Oh! Hi, I'm Taz. Let me show you the kitchen. This is the first set that I ever shot in. I was so nervous that I kept
Oh, that's such a spacious kitchen too. That's quite lovely.
forgetting like the 2 lines that I had. I was trying to get to grips with like the stove that kind of needs to be lit manually, which kept turning off in the scene. And then I had like my knife set, which I wasn't used to because I was used to practicing with other knives. Like, there was like a whole
It was
array
all
of things to
brand
get used to
new.
in this space that we're supposed to know really, really well. And I remember that we were all sat there at one point. It was kind of like halfway through the day.
was kinda new
we
for
all
Sanji,
sat
too.
down here and we were so tired. And one by one, we all rested our heads on each other's shoulders in a row. And we all just fell to sleep for about 10 minutes before they woke us up and we kept shooting. But somebody sent me a picture of it after. And we were looking at that picture and going, I think we're going to be friends for the rest of our lives. My character in the first season made
You
such a
have to
big
show
point
us the
about not
picture.
liking oregano. Oregano's for savages.
What?
Crossed it out and put for savages next to it. This is where we keep the food. I don't know if there's actually going to be any in here.
The cilantro is everywhere. Victor, come on.
Oh, wow, there actually is. This is our fridge, which, if I'm lucky, is
was
actually going to have some food in too. It does. This is usually where we do like a big feast. In this season, we have dinosaurs, and they got like a huge antelope leg. The muscle took up pretty much the entirety of the table, and the amount of things that we'd prepared to be in the scene just in the background that might never even get featured was insane. And every time we have a dinner feast, it's kind of like that, where there's a million different dishes. This is the wanted
That's
poster.
awesome.
We each have one, and I'm the only one who doesn't have their face on it. It's really good. I think it's iconic. In terms of the actual cooking and how we got to the point that we're at, I was 25 years old when we decided collectively as an entity that I needed to really know how to cook. There was this friend of mine who introduced me to one of Jamie Oliver's students, and I went to his restaurant for about 2.5 months in the evenings after a play that I was doing in London. So every evening I'd finish the play at like 10 o'clock and then I'd go to his restaurant and chop onions till
That
like
looks so
12
yummy.
a.m. And it was pretty much like 2.5 months of just chopping. But then when we got here, the choppingness of it all came in handy because there was a chef, Chef Adrian. He's like a fine dining chef that used to come here every day in between stunt sessions. So I trained
Damn.
taekwondo and kickboxing for like the first 4 hours of the morning. And then
Oh,
lunchtime,
that's so
I'd
good.
always go to the production kitchen and he would bring in a certain dish that we were gonna do from the anime cookbook. And we'd usually spend like one whole week just
Oh,
cooking
that's so fun.
that dish. I would put my chef's whites on and I would put this apron on just so that I could remember, like my tweezers here, my knife and my spoon here for tasting, so that when we were on set and we had to do things in the middle of scenes, it would be completely natural that that's where I keep my spoon and that's where I keep my tweezers and that's where I keep my knife. And I would cook these massive meals of like the tuna that I make in the first episode. We would cook huge batches of it and I'd take them around on little plates with my little chef's outfit. I probably looked like an idiot and I'd give them to everybody in the tents while they were shooting.
That's so nice.
So I'm done with the galley. And now I'm gonna hand off to Emily.
Why Usopp? It's the second time he tackled somebody, bro.
Sorry, I bashed you a little bit.
You did bash me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It happens a lot, actually.
Anyway, I hope you enjoy your
I
tour.
think he just
hope
likes
you enjoyed
stunts.
Have fun.
I'll see you later.
Love you.
I love you. Now into Nami's quarters. This is it. We haven't really filmed in here very often. Last season it was Zoro laid up after his fight with Mihawk. So obviously her bed.
The
very
bed
comfy.
floating is
It
so sick.
swings as well. I wonder if it would actually be comfortable or if you would just want to puke all the time. Over here, we have actually the
Fair,
famous
actually.
Grand Line map. And this is something that we saw in season 1. We bring it back for this season because we actually enter the Grand Line and we go up reverse mountains. So
Hype.
this is the map that I look at to try and figure out, okay, what does all
How do you
of
even
this
go up
mean? And
reverse
then I discover,
mountain,
oh, it's
dude?
reverse mountain. We have to go up a mountain. So we have a collection of maps there. This is also
The robe is
her
cozy.
map desk, where
That's a cool
usually
desk,
we see
a
her in the
double-decker.
show working on maps up on the top deck because that's usually where she does her rough sketches, especially once she's into the Grand Line. You know, they're back on the boat from whatever adventure they were on whatever island they were on, and she's doing the rough sketch, trying to make sure she just has the general idea of it. And then she'll come down here and she'll finish it all up. So this is very much like her happy place. And then also we have a panda, and then this bandana that I wore in season 1, and I actually stole 2 or 3 of them. We've got like different letters here, which I would love to think that these were maybe from like Nojiko or anybody from her village. What else is there? Little doodles on the wall, which I think is such a lovely detail, just to see that she's really kind of made this space her own. And then of course, along with more books, she has a collection of seashells, which, you know, per the manga, it's from Shellstown. And then of course over here we have another manga accurate thing. Cherries in the little glass. Very
Tapped
cute.
in.
And then of course over there with the bags, this is Nami's classic bag that you see her in all the time. And also where she keeps her magical bow staff, which comes out of nowhere and we don't know why, but it does because this is an anime adaptation. She's so soft as well. Really great leather. And then also, which I think is insane, they dressed in a shark in here. That feels offensive.
Oh God.
And then of course, Nami's a fashion girly. How's this?
Oh.
Still Nami.
I said I'm wearing black.
I hate you
That
guys.
was so funny.
So along with a bunch of clothes, Nami of course has all the accessories to go along with it. And it seems to be a lot of costume jewelry, which is very much not my style, but I support her.
It low-key is Nami's style though. She likes the wealth.
I'm gonna put on backwards because I think my makeup artist will kill me if I do it the other way. Oh great, we have more necklaces. I gotta add on. I don't have enough. Crocodile.
Yes!
Weird that I have this in this room because this feels like a massive nod to our big bad of this season. I'm really kind of racking up all of the bad guys. I've got the bad guy from season 1 right over there. I've got the bad guy from this season right here. Maybe I'm trying to like get over my trauma by making friends with them in a kind of stuffed animal sort of way.
So
if you look out the window here, you can see the ocean. Which obviously is not a real ocean, but there's these little silver sparkly bits of paper that when they blow the wind on it, they'll flutter. And it looks just kind of like sparkling water. But let's go take a closer look because I feel like we should get the full picture. Excuse the Drum Island bunny, but you can see really what it looks like, which is just a giant photo of some water with sparkly paper on it.
That's still really cool,
And then they just let it ripple in the wind. But it's so cool because you would never really know.
It looks real, especially through the glass.
This was here and now you know, and so I'm sorry I kind of like ruined the fantasy for you
guys.
guys.
That's a lot of space dedicated to where you're only just gonna see a little bit of it out of some glass.
Seeing all of this come together behind the scenes to make the show that we made just makes it better for me. So I hope it makes it better for you too.
I can't help but agree.
Before I leave you guys, I have one more thing I want to show you because I think it'll give you a little peek into what you're going to see next. These are our amazing wax figures. The first time I saw them, they were at location.
Spoilers.
And they were wrapped in plastic and it just looked straight out of a horror movie. But then of course you look at Zoro and you see him in his pose and you're like,
he hit the pose.
Yeah,
he's so funny.
Maybe he was right. Maybe that is really, really cool. We should have done that as well.
Hey guys, I just have one more thing I want to show you before
we
finish this video. This is the wax house. It's cool,
That's beautiful.
There's this scene where
don't show me.
And my action was so clear.
You see how locked in I am? No spoilers here. I'm sorry, Taz.
I had to walk to the end of this row, stand by this shrub, at which point I was going to look up. A drone was going to come. When I saw the drone, one explosion was going to happen. At which point, I was supposed to turn around and start sprinting. Take 2 steps. The entire row of explosions just
that's pretty sick.
Off.
Dude, he was doing Power Rangers.
I couldn't stop. I knew that the point at which all the things the director had said could go wrong went wrong. I had no choice but to just keep running. So as I'm sprinting down, I already can't see anything because there's just dust and debris coming up, and there's still a second row of explosions exploding as I run. And I'm dodging these trees. I'm jumping over the shrubs. I'm dodging little explosions that I can feel going off on the back of my heels or in front of me. I jumped over this shrub, and I knew that The point at which I jumped over this shrub, I must have been close to the house. But because I couldn't see anything, I was just guessing on where I was going, and I knew I had to jump through the door of the house. But because it was so cloudy, I just had to take a guess. And I ended up jumping through that pillar. You can see it in the take. My body just runs, jumps, and I just go, bam.
That's so
and
funny.
It was made out of wax, so it didn't
That's hashtag real though. Like, that's cool.
really matter. So anyway, I land here, bang. I realize I've just snapped the pillar, and I realize the explosions are still going off. So after I land, I just roll into the house.
That's
And I
canon
remember I
though.
ended up kind of about here in a little ball, covered in dust, and I still couldn't see anything. Everything goes silent for a minute. And then I just hear Corey shout, our AD, from the background, "Everything okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, medics stand down." And then everyone rushed in, and it was like a cool moment. And the shot was epic. I'm glad it went right.
Wow,
whole
that's
house
awesome.
in general was a feat of engineering. I know it was a really difficult thing to build. We have a little
Even if we
replica
broke it up a little bit.
Mr. Three's ship, all made in wax. We have all of the references. All of the books have Baroque work references.
That's
And
hype.
even on the inside, like, none of these are empty blank pages. And these are also things that people are never gonna necessarily see. We have all the paintings, which I believe are replicas of like famous paintings, but we have all the paintings, which I believe are replicas of like famous paintings, but redone in wax. Mr. Three's
That's
keys.
funny actually.
They're also covered in wax. And this is like an actual suit that they covered in actual wax. You see that hole up there? A crane was hanging over this house with a wire thread through that hole so that we could do some of the stunts that we had to do in here. All right, Entertainment Weekly has been an absolute
Hell yeah, that was a great watch session. That was Inside One Piece Season 2 set tour. That's fire. Oh, the sets were fantastic. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's keep watching some more of these. Up next is costumes. Eustace just pisses me off because he's got all of the arrogance or whatever. He's not even as creative as Magneto is with his powers. Like, bro just doesn't like, no sauce, no aura. I don't even know. I'm hating. You know what? Live action.